forget when people discuss and they say, well, things are not all that bad for people. The economy is good. Well, listen, it might be good for the people that are wealthy, but not for the people that are middle class or under. Actually, I'm mystified by what you actually define as middle class today. And that's the reason why there's so many families that are depending on food pantries just to get themselves through that month. And just want to share a little bit what's happening here. So reaching out Community Services Food Pantry, as you can see, as we receive our deliveries, and you can see that the whole waiting room is packed with people. And unfortunately, you know, we're not able to handle the amount of families that actually want to come here. But we thank God that we're getting a little support from certain areas, but never sufficient enough to help us reach these thousands of families who depend on us to put food on their table. Once again, I want to thank our council member, Justin Brandon, because he had ensured us that we are not going to have an issue with our community. Families will still be able to come and get the relief that they need. And unfortunately, all the other 9 zip codes outside of the 16 zip codes that we've been helping people with, we have to refuse them because we do not have even the personnel to handle these amount of people. And that's due, basically because of the lack of funding that we receive to run this organization. So food is not a problem at the moment, but staff is. And I know people say, well, Tom, you have volunteers. Well, volunteers would love to help us, but unfortunately they can't do so while they're going to school or while they still work. So that's the problem. And that's why we need management along with volunteers to make what we do happen. So I just want to give you a little update what's going on. And like I said, we're fortunate to help those who are struggling with food insecurity. And unfortunately, we're not able to do more than we was able to do, only because we reached out to all those out there that can help, especially our local officials from all those zip codes, who deny to reply for our requests for support for their constituents. So that's just the way it rolls, I guess. And we'll just try to do what we can to keep the good going for those who really need this type of organization for their hope and relief. And once again, just want to thank those who support us or support this cause, especially on organizations like the Rotary Club of Verrazano. Every month they support us. And there's certain foundations, we only have a handful, like the Howard E. Charitable Foundation, Howard E. Stock Foundation, the Guru Cooper Foundation, and recently we were fortunate to have another foundation called the Stern Family Charitable Foundation. That's it, guys. I mean, everything else is depending on our city council funding and some wonderful people that contribute to us throughout the year. You know, our members of our community, and we're just thankful for that. So that's our story. That's what's happening. For many people are responding back to us via email. We're trying to answer your questions, explain what's happening, and good stuff, but unfortunately not for many. So for those who have an ear out there, and for those who can help, like our Brooklyn and New York foundations, why don't you invest in good things that are vital to the communities that we serve, and that's food. So I'm hoping that maybe somebody out there on that level will consider helping us keep the good going. Talk to you soon, guys. Be well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.